Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio. Thank y'all everybody for staying with us as we progress through the night. Shout out to those folks that are listening to us right now on TuneIn. We appreciate you coming to check out our show every single week. Shout out to those folks who have hit up our website, www.legacyinternetradio. You do realize I can hear y'all, right? Okay. www.legacyinternetradio.com. And then thank you to those folks that are checking us out on YouTube, listening to the replays and podcast form, listening to Big Rube act up because he's amused by the television. Man, you gotta take the TV out of here.
No, because I'm actually enjoying the view myself.
Really?
Hey, but look, but check this out, yo.
I know you don't care.
If everybody, Marcus J here at Legacy Internet Radio. Let me tell y'all something about Marcus J. I know he doesn't like to toot his horn a lot, but that's fine because I'll toot it for him.
Not sure where this is going. Not sure where this is going.
This man
should I be scared?
Really holds it down when it comes to Legacy Internet Radio. When I tell you this guy is serious, and for all of you all out there who listens to us and think this is just some bogus stuff where people just come together during the week just to, hey, hear ourselves talk. Yo, it's not like that. If you all look, we have people listening to us all over the world. We have people in Italy listening to us. Shout out to Bernice and her hubby. We have people in Atlanta, Germany, Vegas. Hey, Taya. Oh, my God. Did we tell Taya we was on? Jeez.
Text her right now. Yeah, hit her up right now.
Send her a message. Yeah, send her a message.
Send her a message and let her know that we're in there.
Yeah, because she was super excited to hear that we were back on. But again,
she's a fan of the Greenwood version 2.0 with Jay Grizzy and Listen.
She like you. You all right. But for real, real talk,
better.
I said all of that just to say how serious this man is when it comes to Legacy Internet Radio. We get the cue before we go on, and what we hear is, what does Marcus J say, y'all, when we about to get back on the air? What do you say?
Be quiet.
No, fool. God, I was trying to
make
it
about to go back on.
No. I was trying to make it a little bit more professional.
We hot.
Yeah, thank you. Dang, Big Rube. You would have won a prize.
That's because he be paying attention to him. We don't be paying attention. We
Oh.
don't be paying no attention to Marcus J.
Yeah, but for real,
Grizzy.
This man is very...
Quit texting. Listen.
Stop it. This man is very serious about Legacy Internet Radio. So we really do appreciate each and every one of you who takes the time out to listen, because for real, this isn't easy. It's almost like comedy. It's not very easy to keep you all entertained. But again, Marcus J., be quiet, Joe. We appreciate you because you're very strict in what you do, and we know that you're only strict because you want to make it great, and you do, and we appreciate it. I mean, even though sometimes my feelings are hurt.
Okay, could you
like, we hard,
listen? He getting tall about a minute. Could you please stop giving him all them accolades?
Okay, wait.
And I love him.
One more.
Take.
Yeah, Legacy Internet Radio is the best. Okay, I'm done.
I don't like him.
I don't F with you.
Yeah, you go. yeah.
But he loves me, though.
Yeah,
he loves me.
I just want to put that out there. Hashtag Marcus J. All right, there's a couple of things last week.
Damn, he is a
that
real
got
me.
me.
Said thank you.
That got me definitely.
Dylan said thank you.
Thank you very much for those accolades.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Yo, where the yak at?
Nothing else.
Invited back. Look how he looked at you when you.
Hey, I'm gonna give you your coin.
He's trying to talk, man.
I'm
gonna give you your coin.
Oh my God.
We going on a
Marcus,
3-step program.
It's really not me, for real. Now,
First step is stop.
Now see, by you drinking like that, will Marcus J say that it's your fault that you have to go to rehab before you go on stage at the Funny Bone?
This is the reason why y'all don't ever see me ever again. I have a drug and alcohol problem.
Oh my God. Okay.
Y'all don't see me smoke. Let me smoke the crack pipe right now. I'm gonna let y'all listen to me smoke the crack pipe.
You hear the water boiling. Listen. See how that works?
This is Green Room version 2.0 with Jay Grizzy and Listen P, man.
It ain't even on, man.
I'm taking big hits too.
He about to pass out.
He about to pass. He's sucking in.
Just for those folks who are not watching us on television, listening to us on the radio, that was not a crack. It's not a crack pipe. Because I can't let you do that.
It's illegal,
because we do got a brand.
Okay.
We got a brand.
Only one person smokes crack at Legacy Internet Radio. That's Jay Grizzy.
Boy, did you not hear Whitney when she said crack is whack? You do not do crack.
Yeah, how crazy you sound right now.
But you know what's the biggest joke about that is that for people to actually hear Whitney Houston say that, right? And
did you jump all the way to Whitney?
Yes. But
Big
hold on. When you heard
Big
Whitney
Rube.
Houston say, "Rest of God bless the dead," but
she said crack is whack.
Yeah, when you heard Whitney Houston say crack is whack, Did you not feel what she was saying? Like,
yes, because I felt like I did not want to
No,
do
I
crack.
don't
I
wanna
want
do
to
it.
do cocaine.
The whole
Seriously,
nation-
she made sure that crack was
the
white.
whole nation did not. The whole nation is doing what Big Rube is doing right now. They laugh. It's like, what is wrong with this woman?
But they
It's-
laughed, but they also said, crack is whack. I'm not doing that. Let me get
So
the good
these
stuff.
rocks is real, y'all. These rocks
it's
out
real
here
up in
is
the
real.
field.
Yeah, it's real out here in the field, man. So y'all leave the rocks alone.
You are tuned into the correct station. This is Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus
Man,
J.
charge my crack
With
pipe.
your
Takeover.
crew in the building. Yes, it's the takeover with Ain't No Half Steppin' with, I could say with Marcus J. But that is right.
That's
Again, I've been drinking. No, for real.
This
Yeah,
dude's
I'm
eating
sorry.
chips right now.
He's
It's
gonna be
hilarious.
so upset with us. And see, that's another thing about Marcus J. When he doesn't say anything, he's a little.
Don't kick over my drink.
And,
Now. Yeah, you already spilled one, man.
Okay, all right, Marcus J. Back to you.
and the round table later on is gonna be hot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna
man.
be sizzling. All right, I'm ready.
All right, couple of quick hits because I need everybody to kind of put on kind of their intellectual hat that'll make them kind of analyze what we're talking about. Because I had a couple of ones that riled me up a little bit, and I'm wondering if it's going to rile y'all up a little bit as well. The first one is out of Texas, and we've talked on this show in the past about how the history books for the country, for the most part, come out of Texas. And in 2010, the Texas legislature had a bill that they signed that changed a lot of the verbiage in the textbooks. And we started seeing that come to fruition in these new books that came out in 2015. So it took 5 years for it to kind of cycle through. As a Texas mom, she's outraged over her son's textbooks that call slaves, workers, and immigrants. Now, I posted a picture about this a couple of days ago. There's one piece that she took a photograph of that made its rounds. I guess the phrase has gone viral. I guess that's the way they say it. The Atlantic slave trade between 1500s and 1800s brought millions of workers from Africa to southern United States to work on agricultural plantations. That pretty much is the quote that kind of riled folks up. Now, I got my opinions about that, and I'm certainly going to share them with you. And I said what I'm going to say in social media, but I want to kind of bring it to you guys, Jay Grizzy, Lissa P, Big Rube, and Big Bro Joe. What you think? Ruben is giving me the most physical response right now, so I guess I need to go to you first. But what's your thoughts, man?
I mean, they said like, hey, y'all need some work? Come on over here and help us out. We'll pay you and stuff. I mean, I don't think that's what happened, because that's the way they made it sound. They made it sound like they put a one ad out there and was like, come on, join us. Come on over here. This is great over here. We can pay you good money, yada, yada, yada. When last time I checked, we were taken from over there and forced to work. Oh, don't start no public enemy up in this piece. But, yeah, that's in textbook. I'm glad I don't go to school no more.
I don't know. Let's see what you think.
The only thing I say about the intellectual part about that is I really feel that pretty soon Black history is going to be erased altogether unless it's kept up by us, the Black folks. Now, I can see some of it is already, again, trying to get faded out when my 16-year-old, which is my niece, my 16-year-old doesn't know, never heard of, or seen Roots. So I know in school, in high school, I think maybe 9th grade or 8th grade, they made us watch Roots in my history class. So again, they don't even have the proper textbooks now for Black history. So am I surprised at the quote-unquote typo or the title that was given? No. I also saw the article how the mother was, pushing to get it rewritten. And I guess who is the person who writes the textbooks? Is McGraw-Hill or something like that? Heard, I guess, the cries or the complaints of the people. And I guess they, quote-unquote, said that they were going to do better. Now, how can you do better when you've already printed these thousands of textbooks? What are you going to tell the class? Turn them all in. There was a misprint. So I feel that
Replace the page, please.
In a way, shape, or form, they're always going to put it at that type of wording. I really think that they're trying to get out of the whole slave thing, just like they want to get rid of the Black Lives Matter, hashtag phrase of what's going on. So if you think they're not trying to get rid of something current, why wouldn't you think they're trying to erase or change things from the past?
Michelle K is checking in. She's saying, what's up to the fam?
Michelle.
I got a shout out too over here.
You shout out.
Good shout out.
Oh no, Miss Taya hitting us up.
Oh, Taya hitting us up?
Taya,
Taya
Vegas,
listening?
baby.
We getting some love from Las Vegas. Taya, what's up, girl?
Hey, Taya, love you.
You know, we got so much
beautiful.
love for that sister. She has always supported us.
She is always down.
What the hell was that?
Because I don't think
just said hi.
I don't think Ruben is meant to.
What? I mean, I can't say hi. I don't know
High
her.
is appropriate for you.
Yeah, I don't
But
know
your
her,
hi
but I
was
just
like-
wanted to say hi.
Okay.
No, big shout out to Taylor.
Just
Though.
the way you said
I
it.
hit her up on the social media, and she was like, "I'm there, dude." And so I was like, I had to say,
We got
appreciate
love
it.
for her. Grizz,
Taya,
you hear the subject that we
Well,
on. What's your thoughts, man?
Let me put my serious thinking cap on.
Put your serious throat in.
Yeah, serious thoke in there real quick. I mean, it's not that most of the racists are pretty blatant these days. Most racism, I mean, you have blatant and then you have the underhanded. I think Kanye West said it in the New Slaves song he made in his last album. It's that new Negro racism that says come into my store and spend your money, and then there's that old school racism that tells you straight up to your face, we don't want you Negroes. So and I'm paraphrasing the lyrics for the song, just to let y'all know. But in particular, in this case, I mean, this is blatant outright. I think the worst thing to the right and I hate to put the right and racist in the same category, but honestly, that's where it comes from. I mean, we call a spade a spade. Their biggest enemy is intelligence and education. And so if they can control what goes out there on the airwaves or what goes out there into the kids as through textbooks, through the internet or whatever, but I hate to tell you folks, you can't outdo the social media, you can't outdo the internet, because people talk, people have relationships, people have connectivity, so if Marcus, and this is a pretty good example, if Marcus is a brother who knows that the N-bomb is something he doesn't use, he'll run into a brother like me who was dropping N-bombs left and right. Like it was just like, a regular everyday word. And now I totally don't even say the N-bomb until I called you. I was like, what's up, my G? So, but my point is that you cannot defeat like the spread of humanitarianism. Is that a good word? Because I'm
Just use it.
yeah,
We got you.
yeah. You can't stop any of that. The
Terrorism.
right, the racist, the anti everything. Thank you, Mark.
Here's what I would say about it. The thing is, when you look at the essence of white supremacy, a lot of times when white people hear white supremacy said by black people, they get caught in their feelings. Like, don't be in your feelings, white people. There is white supremacy. Even though there was only 10% of white people that owned slaves, 100% of white people benefited from it. And so when you look at today's world, you look at how things go, and you look at, arrest records and prison records and all of that kind of stuff, and, the short, easy answer is, black people commit more crimes. That's what you say when you haven't done your homework.
All right.
And how I tie that together to this particular article, this particular story, if you desensitize people and you start with the children, you can completely affect what people's thought process is going forward. If you change the word from slave to immigrant worker, 100 years from now, when someone sees that history book, what are they going to think? What are they going to think about white people's participation in the world? What are they going to think about black people's participation in the world? And I'll take it a step further, Grizz. When you mentioned the N-word a few minutes ago, they can change the word N out of Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer and books like that. which is kind of different from this, but kind of the same.
Right.
Because, you know, they had a lobby a few years ago where they took the N-word out of those books.
No.
You know what they replaced the N-word with?
What?
Slave. They replaced the N-word with slave, listen.
Okay, let me ask you guys.
Let me just complete this point.
Okay,
Let me complete this point. They replaced the N-word with the word slave, but we walk around saying to each other, "What's up, my N-word?"
But you know what?
Hold up. Go ahead.
No, I just had a question for all of you, and especially you, Marcus J. Okay, so let's break it down like this. Okay, we don't like that it said workers, but you would be okay or better if they said slave.
Absolutely, because that's what it was.
Okay, so, or if they used, instead of workers, and used the N-word in the book, that would be better as well.
I would not be okay with the N-word.
But it's okay with slave.
I would be okay with slave because that is the truth. Yeah, it's the truth. You know, we were slaves based upon
working for free.
Working for free. We were enslaved here, and you want to talk about for free? I mean, these white folk went all the way to Africa to get out of doing work. You know what I mean? If that ain't lazy, I don't know what it is. But
man, you make me want to smack somebody.
But that's but that's the thing. All right, Joe.
Hey.
What's up, man?
Hey, I'm gonna give you that right quick, and I understand. Yeah, I need to. Yeah, you know what to do. But yeah, I had to interrupt you to get in here because there's no way in the world. You know what? You can use a different term, but it still doesn't soften the blow. And I think that's where you went with that, and I think that's so wrong. You think about Tom Sawyer, Huck Finn. The word that I almost slipped up and said Yeah. But the N-word does not take away the sting. If you say slave, it doesn't sound as negative as you saying the N-word to me.
Oh, we'd have heard it.
Because it's still that sting of the N-word. It is. It's a sting. It's such a negative connotation.
Why would slave give you a sting? If you know it means basically the same damn thing.
I know what it means, but listen, because you could be you know what? You know how many y'all's a good. You know what? You know that we live in the big house.
Ooh, I'm a happy pappy slave. I'm a happy pappy slave.
But guess
Let
what?
me come rake your
the
yard,
word
'cause I'm a happy
slave
pappy
to
slave.
some people doesn't take the same connotation as a.
Okay, so you walk down the street or you walk into the store and he be like, "Hey, slave, can you hand me that bag of chips at the top?"
Well,
you
first
rather
of
have
all,
to say that.
And I'm gonna say this to Marcus J's point. I'm 6'4", 283 pounds. I wish you would
stop doing it with your height and weight. If you don't care or it's
no.
if it's
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying the connotation. The connotation to the word slave still to me, and this is just Big Bro Joe. It doesn't have the same bite as calling me an.
Okay, so if a white man walked into the store and saw you and he was with his homeboy, he said, "God, that would have been a big slave we would have had on the field back then." Would you be more upset?
I mean, he still would get cracked in the head with a 40 bottle.
Why?
But
slave was better.
I think
what is
different.
better?
I think where we're having a disconnect.
Am I wrong for that, Marcus J?
Well, I think where the disconnect is factually accurate.
They would have took Joe and then put him in a barn and bred him. Like they
would have. I'd have been. What's that dude?
It's
John Coffey.
No. Marcus J.
You want to be John Horst? That's what you really want to be.
What he's really
want
to
look
say
at John Horst. That's what you want to be.
I'm going to be
John Horst. Here's the difference. Here's the difference between slave and the N-word.
Right.
Historically, based upon definition, we were slaves. There's no reason to run from that because historically and factually, that's what we were. The difference is we were never N-words. We were called that so that we can be disrespected and disparaged.
And
that's the difference.
True.
We were slaves. We were enslaved. We were forced to work for free. We were in bondage.
Well, some of us were in service.
None of that has nothing. Well, some of us were. You know, those
We never-
those,
light-skinned.
those
Yeah,
were
my
the
people
Sambos.
never slaves.
That was, look at that hat.
I got the proof.
Yeah, because he ain't need the straw hat for the field because he was in the kitchen.
While we on the subject
Daggone
of while
Mr.
we on the
Bojangles.
subject of slavery, here's the thing that I also saw that really riled me up, Ruben. I want you on this one first.
All right.
Getting this one from the Jewish Telegraphic Agency.
You went to a Jewish
The Obama administration earmarks $12 million for Holocaust survivors. Holocaust
Ooh,
survivors are going to get $12 million over the next 5 years.
That's a long
Now,
conversation.
I will
Mark.
say this, and I'm going to pass it along to the crew. And, you know, if you guys don't make the point that I'm thinking, then I'll jump back in. But I want this one for y'all. I don't mean no disrespect, but
call
Holocaust
bullshit on
survivors still obviously call bullshit. I mean, that's a no-brainer. I call bullshit on that. But Holocaust survivors in 2015 are old.
Right.
Why are we giving them money in
So their kids,
2015?
so honestly, so their kids. That's
Spread out over the next 5 years.
Reparations.
yeah. There's reparations for the Jewish folks, and it's nothing. And for the record, I will say, and not all words spoken by Jay Grizzy is not, you know, representative of Legacy Internet Radio. Ain't no half step on Marcus J. But I mean, okay, if y'all Jews, if y'all want $12 million for the Holocaust because y'all made it to America and didn't get incinerated, good.
Big Rope, what you think, man? Big Rope?
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
radio, man. It's radio.
I mean, I understand now. I'm just trying to. Is there a reason why he said he's giving them $12 million?
The allocation from the Department of Health and Human Services to the Jewish Federation of North America to be dispersed over 5 years as part of an initiative launched in late 2013 by Vice President Joe Biden to address the needs of survivors in the United States, a quarter of whom live below the poverty line.
Okay. Wow. I mean, that's setting a real big precedent. I mean, because would this be the first minority to receive something like that?
It wouldn't be us.
Religious minority, excuse me?
Here's how I will answer that. Here's how I answer that. We give $3 billion a year to Israel, and then we don't even make them tell us what it's for.
I mean,
Every year,
it's a valid
every
point.
year on January 15th, they get a fat $3 billion check from the United States government.
I mean, yeah, I'm not.
Sounds like reparations to me.
I mean,
I mean, you know, I'm not the smartest guy in the
Well,
world,
we blew up
but I
Japan,
stayed at a
so
Holiday
we
Inn
kinda
once.
we
Okay,
kinda
I
need to
mean,
rebuild that.
We built the White House.
But we didn't blow up.
we built the
Man,
White
that-
House.
that-
We
can I
didn't
say
blow up
something?
Israel.
It's to a bigger point, though.
Why isn't Germany giving them $3 billion?
Right.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
to the
why
bigger
isn't
point
Germany
that
giving
Germany
anything?
broke. Let's be real.
But you know what though, the
I'm broke,
Germans,
damn it.
the Germans learned how to treat the Holocaust victims
way better than they did.
Well, see, the
Trust me, I've
Germans,
been to
the
Germany.
Germans followed the American blueprint
Right.
for how they treated the Holocaust victims.
Gangster.
That's straight up from how they treated black people during slavery. That's the blueprint. That's the real talk right there.
That's real talk.
Yeah,
That's
you know,
gangster.
you know what I mean.
That's why I said it.
I mean, you got to also look at what Hitler was doing with regards to propaganda. He followed the American model.
Willie Lynch.
Exactly. I'm sorry, Grizz.
No, I was just saying that, you know, throughout this conversation, folks fail to realize, or just to give you a historical background.
Did you sober up?
A little bit.
Okay.
But I'm about to get back on that yak in a little bit.
Oh, God.
But folks fail to recognize the historical significance of how the reparations argument has become for the African in America. And after the Civil War, there was some glimpse of it. That's how we got the 40 acres and a mule with General Sherman.
You got yours?
When he went through Georgia, got down to the coast of Savannah, and then came through the Carolinas, and Lincoln passed it, or he in and of itself put through his own act without Congress because it was wartime to say that all black people in the South should get 40 acres and a mule. Well, once word got back from Savannah all the way up to D.C. that they was going to get Negroes 40 acres, some land, so they could get some money, you know, that got shut down real quick after Lincoln got assassinated, and Andrew Johnson, who was a South sympathizer,
He was
came
the
in-
biggest racist president ever.
pretty much throughout that time. To put it all in a nice little nutshell for you is that they never, everything that since black people came here, Africans came here, it was never for us to benefit off of at all. It was always to use us, and we got a caller. All right, thank you.
Caller, he just checked in. You caller. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello, hey everybody, how you doing today? Sorry to call back in.
Who is this? Who is this?
The representation,
who is this?
This argument. I take great offense to it very much because to me it's a slap in the face. Let's just keep it real. Because I'm not saying that they don't deserve it, but you also have to consider the plight of all the other ethnic groups out here, including not just with African Americans, but Native American rights. And I take issue with that that runs in my family, and I'm half of Native American ancestry. And also you have to look at the rights of many of the people that did not get their money and their land from Latin and Hispanic Americans as well. And we won't even talk about those who were treated poorly and some of the stuff, the deals that Asian Americans were supposed to get as well. So overall, they need to consider, if you're going to do this, then you're going to have to walk that walk and take the slap in the face and support everybody. I'm not sure if there's an exact figure you can give and support everybody, but at the same time, you can't recognize one group and another. And here's the other issue regarding that. Most people from the Holocaust can pass for a Caucasian person that would not experience the same hardships and racial ills for God knows hundreds of years that everybody else has. So we need to be fair about that and offer more respect.
Okay. Let them fight their fight.
Let them fight
their fight, Stephen. I don't want to be cold-blooded and disrespectful here, but my feeling is the Native Americans, while their plight was very bad, you know what I mean, and on par with ours, let them fight their fight.
And let me speak to that.
We always hold on a second. You spoke, now it's my turn. We always are going to be the ones to step in and try to support everybody else and try to pull everybody else and try to make sure that everybody else gets theirs. Don't nobody do that shit for us.
That's a great point.
So I'm over that conversation and I'm over that argument.
And I will give a little bit of support to your argument there, Marcus, is that, Stephen, my lineage, part of my lineage, half of my lineage comes from Chickahominy Indian in New Canton, Charles City County, Virginia.
Really?
Yes. And if you do the knowledge, they just applied for federal recognition from the federal government. What that will do is they their own sovereign nation.
Actually, the Mattapanai did get that.
They probably already do.
Yeah.
They could get their own casino. Here's the thing: they threw people out that had in the reservation that had more Negro than they had in Indian, so that they could keep it straight Indian, and so they can get their money. My point is, to Marcus's point, is that let everybody else fight. They fight, but no, we never even got a chance to start our fight, nor did we get a chance to reap the benefits that every other.
Hold on, Grizzy. Hold on, Grizzy. I might have to cut you off because I'm listening to what you're saying. Mm-hmm. Listen, you prefaced that by saying my people,
right?
But then you said let them fight their fight
because we haven't had. They threw us out.
But guess what? Let me do this like this. Mm-hmm. A lot of us have a lot of Native American heritage that have been mixed up over the years, and you know what? It's a whole lot of us. Well, some of them do. Mm. I mean, I have a lot of Seminole in my family, and I have a lot of Mattapanai in my family as well. But what's really funny about that is, and I can agree to a certain point, but you know what? If we look at it all in all, white folk has been dogging the minority folk the whole time. Let's be clear. You know what? Once again, if we put all of the minority folk together, we're not the minority. And we need to make sure that everybody gets those reparations. Now, am I agreeing with what the Jewish community is doing? I can't go with what the Jewish community is doing because I don't believe that that the Jewish community should get any more than the rest of us should get, because the Aryan group that wanted to be that big part of put every white folk back in the whole,
caveman time.
Yeah, that didn't work because they still all came from a diversification of black folk.
Stephen, go ahead and address that before we let you go. Go. Real quick.
The thing about it is that I take issue because I look at it from the standpoint of, let's say, for example, my grandmother, who is full Native American, and a lot of people on that side of the family is as well, of all the horror stories and the variety of things that they had to go through and having to travel from their land and what have you. I had a lady that's recently came to the station a couple of times, Karen Wood, who's head of Native American Humanitarian Studies and sits on various boards, who still struggle with so many tribes. Yes, some do get casinos, but it's not just about casinos. It's about a whole list of other issues that happens that don't get the point across. I can understand where you're saying, but the thing is, unfortunately, I won't say unfortunate, but we do not. No one makes it alone, and we have to work. All of us minorities need to work together because we can't get it by ourselves. No one can. It never worked that way in life. It never.
I got you.
Fairly or unfairly, but we need to get it done together, and that's the only way we can get it. Because we got to go out there and make it happen by changing laws. Because obviously we're not going to be out there changing hearts.
In the interest of time, I'm going to stop you there. I'm going to make this final point, and then I'm going to let you go. The truth of the matter is, I'm not interested in my neighbor's house. If the block looks messed up, I can dig it. But if my house is worse, I got to start there. And then we can work as a block to fix the neighborhood. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to say to that. We don't have the time for the show to go back and forth on this. We can do it another time. I understand exactly where you're coming from. We just we agree on the problem. We disagree on the solution, which is fine. That's absolutely 100% fine. But I respect where you're coming from. I just disagree on your method. One more time, who are you? Where can they find you?
Hello, I'm the one and only Mr. L.P. Stevens, host of Live Radio. We're part of LegacyInternetRadio.com. You can listen to us on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m., where we have a whole list of topics about our global community. Tomorrow, we'll be talking to a lady by the name of Janet Singleton, who will help us understand the issues of gambling and how it went from a six-figure salary down to the federal prison house inmate. So it's going to be a very interesting show topic, and also please check us out on Amplify Gospel, 6 a.m. to 6 a.m. Sunday morning to 6 a.m. Monday morning as well. And we are going to have a lot of fun with that show as well. So we look forward to talking to you soon.
My brother, ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Thanks for calling. Yay. We'll talk to you soon. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Live from the Den Legacy Internet Radio. We're going to take another break, and when we come back,
I'm part of the Black Hominid tribe near Powhatan County. Did they say anything about that?
My people's from that too.
The Black Hominid.
The Black Hominid tribe, near Powhatan County, Virginia. Did anybody say
From
anything?
the Motisa tribe.
Is we getting a donkey, a mule, or something?
You from the Motisa tribe.
A cow or something.
Would you like
no
some
tribe in the
Motisa?
Pocahontas.
Well, I'm going to look that up when we go to this break, or while we're going to break. If we're going to go to break, I'm
we're
going
going to go to break. Big Rube is going to step in the producer's chair for the rest of the night.
You.
And we got the round table. You can thank him all you want. I'll say what I'm going to say to you on the break. Marcus J. and the crew. Be back in a
Love
minute.
you.
Tired of wearing that same old raggedy T-shirt to group events, civic, and work situations? Then why don't you check out our folks, Live Action Captions. They offer T-shirt services here in the Richmond and Tri-City area, offering multicolored, direct-to-garment printing at an affordable price. Guess what? No charge for changing colors for a design either. Pick and choose whatever you want out of the rainbow. No minimums at all. Discounts at 25 or more. If you'd like to rock one of these hot shirts that we here at Legacy Internet Radio do, then you can get with Live